Oh, hey, we live. Hey, what's going on, world? This your man, Kevin Yeshua here, checking in live from Team 317 of the SORH Movement Millionaire Minded Family. Hope all was well with everybody out there in the world this evening, man. If you're watching this broadcast, drop in the comment section where you're watching from, man. You know, let the fellow viewers know where you're logging on from, man. For those of you that know me, hey, Ebony, how you doing, Queen? For those of you that know me, man, you know about the content I'm always dropping, man. I'm real big on financial literacy and generational wealth, man. If I'm not spending time talking financial literacy and generational wealth, I'm spending time talking mindset. Hey, Busy. Hey, Miss Melissa. Dallas in the building. Dallas, stand up. Yeah, so for those of you that know me, man, I'm always talking financial literacy and generational wealth. If I'm not, I'm spending time talking mindset. I definitely like to add tremendous value to somebody's situation somewhere if I could, man. That's what I'm always here for, man. So, you know, tonight the topic of this broadcast that I'm dropping for you all was new money and the bloody mess. Okay, so I'm going to do a little bit of mindset for you all as well as tying some financial literacy to it as well, man. So I hope you all ready for this, man. You definitely might want to hit the share button, man. You know, invite your significant other in the room, you know, your kids, your sister, cousin, baby Tracy. You know, maybe even invite the dog in the room to watch, man, because we're going to get pretty good here tonight. How we doing, Kurt, sir? Salute, sir. Glad you can make it on. So I'm going to go ahead and jump straight into this information, man, so we can get, you know, I can pull the curtain back and give you all a little bit of insight on some financial literacy. So, okay, the bloody mess is concerning your interest rates, okay? Now, there's a quote by one of my mentors, a $600 million man. This quote, he says, interest is the penalty that you pay to own something in advance that you cannot afford. I'm going to say that again. You might want to write that down. Interest is the penalty you pay for the right to own something in advance that you cannot afford. Okay, so most folks, you know, a lot of people really don't have to worry about credit card debt much because they don't use it. But for majority of Americans, there is a very high rate of credit card debt. You know, if I always say when I do my live, man, you know, to feel free and go back and cross-reference and check if you feel like I ever misquoted any statistics or anything like that. You know, feel free. I'm always open for the open dialogue. You can drop it here in the comment section or hit me in my inbox. So the example I'm going to give for you all this evening is going to be with a credit card with a $5,000 line of credit on it, okay? Okay, so if you got a pen and pad, you may want to get in pen and pad, kind of jot this down, you know, go along with me, you know, and we're going to get straight into it. So let's say you owe a $5,000 line of credit on this credit card, okay? Let's say, you know, your monthly payment is going to be $100. Okay, for the folks that still here with me, I salute you for being here. For the folks that already swiped off the broadcast, like I always say, peace be unto you in your endeavors, man, but forward we press. Okay, so you got a $5,000 line of credit on this credit card. Your monthly payment is $100, okay? Let's say your interest rate comes out to be 21%. That's going to be your APR, your annual interest rate, okay? Excuse me. Okay, so to get your monthly interest rate, what we're going to do is we're going to take that 21%, we're going to divide it by 12 because there's 12 months in a year. That's going to come out to be 1.75%. Okay, so for those of you that didn't forget that we weren't in school so long ago, or, you know, that you actually pay attention to numbers, you know, when you're dealing with decimals, I mean, when you're dealing with interest rates and things like that, you got to move that decimal over 2 spots to the left. Well, I'm probably flipped around, so this will be your left. But you got to move that decimal over 2 points. So your interest payment, how we're going to get that is we're going to take we're going to take 0.0175 and multiply that times that $5,000 line of credit that you have on this credit card. So your interest rate is going to your interest payment is going to come out to be $87.50. Okay, that's your interest payment on this $5,000 credit card, a credit card with a $5,000 line of credit on it, okay? your actual principal payment, what's actually going to be going towards that $100 a month that you're supposedly paying, we're going to take that $100 a month that you're supposedly paying, and we're going to subtract that $87.50 because that's going towards your interest. So in actuality, you are only paying $12.50 a month towards that $100. I'm going to say that again. In actuality, you are only paying $12.50 towards what you really think you're paying $100 because you lack a little bit of financial literacy, because you didn't get around some individuals teaching you some different principles and strategies. Okay? So your reality is that you've got this $5,000 credit card, this credit card with a $5,000 line of credit on it. What we're going to do is we're going to divide that. You're going to divide that by $12.50. That's going to come out to be 400 months. Okay? That's your reality of how long you'd be paying on that at $12.50 a month. Okay? You might want to hit the share button right here, man. For my folks that's still with me, man, let me get some hearts and some likes and some shares. Let me know I got y'all, man. You could be anywhere in the world right now, but you're here with me, man. I humbly and graciously accept that, man. So that was your reality that you could end up paying on this thing for 400 months. Well, this is where it's about to get a little bit different for you, because sentencing is that those 400 months divided by 12, which is 12 months a year, that comes out to be 33 years. Hey, Miss Sophie, the lioness, I see you, baby. Look. I see you, queen. Let's go. Okay, so that's your sentencing. 33 years you will be paying. I know, right, Ebony? It's horrible. We got to do better. We got to do better. You know? So that was your sentencing. So in actuality, your bank is going to earn. This is how I'm going to show you what your bank is going to earn for you paying $12.50 on that $5,000 credit card, that credit card that you had a $5,000 line of credit on. You're going to take that $87.50 and multiply it by that 400 months, okay? That's going to come out to be $35,000. Hey, Miss Sherry, how you doing, queen? That's going to come out to be $35,000. I don't know if y'all picking up what I'm putting down right now, man. If you was writing that out, you might have probably had to write a little fast because I kind of breezed through it. You know, I didn't memorize it by now, but like if you got a calculator out and you was crunching the numbers with me, you know, you can cross-reference it and let me know if I was off or something like that. But, you know, I've drilled this stuff into my head. I actually study these things. When I say it to you all, I'm heart attack serious with what I'm doing. So to know that just because lacking a little bit of financial literacy, that in this capitalistic society that we live in, you know, you go get a credit card or you get approved for a credit card and you high-fiving your cousin and your girl, whatever. If you don't know how to handle that right, excuse me, you will end up paying $30,000 extra on a credit card with a $5,000 line of credit on it. We have got to do better. That's why I'm real big on generational wealth. That's why I'm teaching my son Kevin Jr. and my nephews and my niece about these things. You know, we are the ones we waiting for, man. Nobody's coming to save us. You know, I say it often. You know, it's not that our parents didn't want to teach it to us or couldn't teach it to, didn't want to teach it to us. It's because it wasn't taught to them. That's why I'm so adamant about it. My son right now, he'll be 6 in less than 2 weeks. He can tell you what the 4 types of credit are. He can tell you what the 4 challenges that everyone in America faces right now. He can tell you the difference between cash flow and income. You know, the 4 types of credit. You know, he can run all of this to you. And he ain't even 6. He'd be up to be 6. You know, a lot of stuff that I'm learning, principles and strategies that I'm learning right now, I didn't even know a year ago. So that's why I feel blessed and fortunate. That's why I take what I do very seriously, and knowing that I'm learning and what I'm doing is essentially trying to help others learn and grow. The more blessings that I pour out of my cup on to somebody else, the more that I'll be able to receive, man. That's why I do this. That's what I'm here. I'm here for it. Get with me. You know, so then the next portion of it was where the title on the caption on my live was new money. Because I guarantee you, to get some new money, you have to be a new you. There has to be a new you to get that new money. You are never going to get the money you thinking you was going to get being the same person that you've been your entire life. I can tell you that much right now. If you already knew everything you needed to know, you would already have everything you wanted to have. You know, and you can look at a person and see when they're doing something, when they're progressing, man. You just watch their progress, man. You know, you can see in the things they going through, you can see their progress, man. and you can see when it's not all glitz and glamour either. You know, little do people know, folks really honor the struggle. But we've been so programmed for so long that you rather continue struggling instead of trying something new. I made a post earlier today, you know, said I'd rather be rich because I was curious than stay broke because I was skeptical. You know, it's not. I never want to paint the picture of what I do is easy, but it is simple. But just like anything in life, man, it's the ABCs, man. You got to know the ABCs and you got to really stick with them, man. You got to have massive action. You got to have massive belief. And you got to have massive consistency. Yes, Lord, Ebony. That's that J. Cole. I know good music when I hear it. It's beauty in the struggle. Yes, it is. Yes, it is. So, you know, man, I don't never want nobody to really get it twisted, man, and think, you know, I'm out here with what I do and I'm just looking for $1. I'm serving the people. I find happiness and peace in my heart knowing that it's people in states that I ain't even been to yet that I'm affecting their household for the benefit. You know, but people are still poor. And I don't want to offend anyone when I say that, because you got to know what I mean. When I say poor, I mean passing over opportunities repeatedly. You know, so, you know, I pose a question to you, man, when I'm talking about financial literacy and things like that, man, and then especially when I tie it together for you all with mindset, you know, as far as, you know, you working your job, this job that you want, and don't get it twisted. I never knock a job. You use your job to fund your dreams. But I'll work 95 hours a week versus rather than wanting to work somebody else's 9 to 5 and work on their dream for them to put their kids through college. You know, so the question I want to pose to you, you know, is, you know, do you believe you're worth more than what your job is paying you? Because in my humble opinion, a salary or hourly wage is the boss, your manager or the CEO's opinion of your worth. You know, you got to step outside your comfort zone, man, and let your choices reflect your faith and not your fears, man. People stay content for so long, man. That's how you end up a greeter at the door at Walmart at 62. But I digress, because that's really for real, and I don't mean to offend nobody with that. You know, but we got to do better, man. And I'm never trying to force or push my opportunity, what I'm involved in, off on nobody. I just implore you to do more than what you're doing right now. If you want more, you got to become more. You know, just think about it. Learning some of the things, or for the folks that really watch me and watch the content, you know, follow the content that drop, man, about how we really changing people's lives all over the country. We are literally nation building. I'm going to say that again. We are literally nation building. But everybody's still confused about money. I ask you another question, and I love to hear the answer to this. Drop this in the comment section for me, or hit me in the inbox, man, if you're still here with me. What would you do with an extra $1,500 a month right now? What would you do with an extra $500-$600 a month right now? That just would keep coming every month. Keep coming, keep coming, keep coming, keep coming. Every single month without you lifting another finger. I'm here for it. Somebody let me know something. I'm here for it, man. You know, so I'm going to go ahead and get up out of here, man. I know probably for my sports fans, they probably ain't tuning in and catch me right now. They watching millionaires work right now. Hey, Mr. Kennedy, how we doing, sir? Salute. You know, but y'all see where I'm at. You see what I'm doing. And as soon as I get done with this, I'm about to pick up a book. Yes, Lord, Ebony. I love it. Travel. Yes, Lord. That's what we going to do. We're going to get some stamps on that passport. That's what we're going to do. Okay, so, man, yeah, like I always say, man, do something today that your future you will be proud of. Right now, today, do something that your future you will be proud of. Be like water and stay out that rabbit hole. There's no growth in that rabbit hole. I enjoy the rest of y'all night, man. I'll see you all tomorrow, man. Right back at it.